All right, welcome back to PeezyFX Trading. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into today's trade review. There was 4 trades that I took today, and I think there was 3 trades that were sent out and available for the lifetime members. All right, so let's get into it. So I'm just gonna start from the left and work my way over. We have New York midnight opening price right here. And notice how we traded down going into London. We made this significant low. And then we shifted in market structure here. We popped back up above that midnight opening price and then retested. And what you see right here in this gold rectangle is a 15-minute fair value gap right here. Price traded down into it and reacted. And by the time I got on the charts, this is what I seen. Now, granted, I was a little trigger happy to get in this trade because I didn't want to miss out on this magnificent run higher. So I did pull the trigger too early, but all's well that ends well, right? So this is the current dealing range that we was in. And notice how price trades right back down into that kill zone level, digging into this 5-minute fair value gap here. Now I was watching the 1-minute time frame, which is why I jumped in this trade a little too early. So when we had this displacement right here, when price traded back down, this is where I decided to pull the trigger at. We suffered a little bit of drawdown for, I don't know, about 20 minutes or so before price got back up into that level. But a logical area to place your stop loss would be down here below this low. Looking at it on the 1-minute time frame, you could easily get misled. And this is a perfect example of that. So that's where we earned the trade at. And I was steadily switching back to the higher time frames to see what that structure is looking like to give me more confidence in the trade. So that's pretty much it, man. I know it sounds super simple, but just like I said yesterday, man, like it's the same thing repeating over and over. This is what you want to see. This price action right here leading into London, this is what confirmed our trade setup. The fact that we traded down and we shifted in market structure to the upside here and retested right here at New York Open, 8 o'clock on the dot, we found ourselves inside that fair value gap. So from this moment on, just like I said in the live, we want to work our way in to catch the majority of the daily range. This was my final target. I closed the majority of my position as price hit this level, and I left a little bit on in case we get a runner. And this blue line right here is previous day's high. And this line right here is that next draw on buy side liquidity on the daily time frame. This was right here. This is the 2 levels that I was targeting today. I think this is a solid area to take profit. It's a strong possibility that we could continue trading higher, but if you are in this trade and have not paid yourself, you would be doing yourself a huge disservice for sure. All right, so let's get into GU. All right, so when I first looked at GU this morning, it kind of had me stumped why price did not trade down into this level right here. This was the level that I was hoping that price would get down into. And as you can see, it failed to get down there, right? So it didn't fail by much. But by the time I got on the charts, I was watching price, and it was obvious that as soon as we took out London's low, that was that purge of sell side liquidity that we was looking for, right? So I dropped down on a 1 minute time frame and I started watching price. I seen price just respect these levels. I was just waiting on that moment to get in. And this is where it happened at. We had price trade down and create this swing low, giving us a dealing range. And that's what it looked like. Here's the POI inside this fair value gap. Price overshot it, but just like I said on the live, I'm placing my stop loss at 14,600 and I'm leaving it there. That's a 7 pip stop loss. We stayed in drawdown for about 10 minutes and then it took off. And this was probably the trade of the day because of the risk to reward ratio on it. So Jazzy got my attention on GU today. I wasn't looking for it to go lower, but she definitely made me look at it and I realized that it was showing more cleaner price action than EU was in regards to New York session. So this is an area that I really, really like. And if I would have been looking at it, I probably would have entered here. It was just a perfect entry, in my opinion. But we still was able to catch it, and it ran for 131 pips. And we had clear targets up here. We got previous day's high right there, which has buy-side liquidity resting. We got these relative equal highs over here. Closed partials there as well. And the final draw on liquidity would be right here. So going into London close like we are right now, we expect to see this type of price action where we're probably going to spend some time retesting, possibly retesting this whole expansion from New York Open. It's a possibility that we could get back down to this level, or it's also a possibility for us to react from here and continue trading higher. I don't know, and I'm not willing to risk it, especially after today. Like, we are good, super good. From yesterday and today, it's been, I'm talking about definitely a couple of days to remember for a long time. All right, let's go into SPX 500, which is definitely in competition for the trade of the day. When I first sent out this, price was right here. And this is exactly what I wanted to see happen, man. And this shit is insane. It's insane. Let me drag this over here. Can y'all see my Discord? So right here, I sent out a trade idea at 9:30 p.m. last night. And this is what it looked like, y'all. Man, this shit is crazy. Sometimes I still impress myself. But yeah, I wanted to see price dig down to this fair value gap, coupled with this mitigation block. I had a rather large stop loss at first, but as soon as I realized what happened, I moved my stop loss up. So this was my stop loss at first, just to give the trade room to play out. And by the time I got on the charts, I immediately moved my stop loss up, and the buy limit activated. And we also got a new trade opportunity because we had this displacement right here. Let me delete this. We got this displacement, which this candle is very significant because not only did it create a buy side imbalance, a fair value gap, but it's also the candle that was responsible for the shift in market structure. And this is the type of shit that I look for, y'all. It's the same reason why I entered this trade, why I set this buy limit right here at this red line. And it's also the same reason we took this trade today, right here. These are very significant areas in pricing. It's something a lot of people don't realize. So going into New York session, we got price trade down here. So now at this point, we're just waiting on that inducement, which trade down, take out this low, dig down into this level. New York session opened up. We tricked sellers into thinking that we was gonna run out this high, displacement lower, pull back. Nah, look at that. A huge push down, got us in the trade, and took off. We had a couple opportunities to get in this trade again. We had a fair value gap form right there. Institutional order flow entry drill, catapult the prices higher. So from these two trades right here, we got 638 ticks right here. Almost a 7-to-1 risk to reward. We got 540 ticks right here. Almost a 7-to-1 risk to reward. I still have both of these positions running right now. I closed the majority and I'm just chilling. Classic textbook New York open kill zone. All right, let's touch up on gold, man, because this shit has me sick. I ain't gonna lie. All right, so I lost a trade on gold, and it happens something like this. Entered it right here. I sent it out to, see, right here. That's what I was wanting to happen. What price did was it reached down and took out previous day's low. And this is a turtle soup trade. That's exactly what I was going for. I entered the trade last night. My little boy woke me up and I entered the trade somewhere right here. I placed my stop loss below this low and I went back to sleep. I forgot that I had set my take profit. Now, I had no idea that we was gonna get this huge volatility today. So I entered the trade down here. We got a daily fair value gap right here, previous day's low right here. Price traded down, took out previous day's low, dug into the fair value gap. Perfect. That's what you want to see. I placed my stop on my take profit. You see this balanced price range right here? We have a buy side imbalance there. We got a sell side imbalance there. So this is our balanced price range. And that's where I set my take profit. Right here at the high of the balanced price range. And I did that just in case price, traded up there before I woke up. After I woke up, it was around this time. And I had completely forgot that my take profit was here. I just wish I would have realized it. I just missed out on such a big move. Because I knew that the next draw on liquidity is probably going to be up here if price decides to trade higher. This is usually an area that I would have closed parcels at. I don't really like closing the trade completely until we run out a clear liquidity pool. This would have even been a logical place to close parcels as well. Previous day's high, You got relative equal highs right here. So from there to there is a trade in itself. So, you know, I can't really be mad. That's a solid trade. But when shit like that happens, you can't help but to look back on it and be like, damn, you know, that's why a lot of the times I don't even set a take profit, because I know I'm going to glance at the chart several times, like, to see what's going on. Setting take profits can mess you up sometimes, but it's still smart to do. Overall, man, it was a good day. It was a good day yesterday as well. These levels are getting hit that I called out. It's good to see. This was the first target when price was up here. I think right here, this was the first target. This was the second. Next thing I want to see is this consolidation. There's liquidity generated under here. There's a fair value gap there. I mean, it's just a logical area for price to reach to. Look at that buy side imbalance. So we'll probably see a retracement right here, being that we just took out this low right here. So we can look forward to price digging back up in there here maybe, or you got relative equal highs right here with a sell side imbalance there. It could possibly get back up in there, but I would be paying attention to this area. Therefore, looking at Euro USD, obviously you would be paying attention to that equilibrium level. You see this line right here? Pay attention to that line right there. These trade reviews ain't gonna be long videos, y'all. I just want to go over why I took the trades that I took today. You know, that's exactly what this is meant for. And it's also meant to open up the floor to you guys. If y'all have any questions, y'all want me to elaborate on anything that I explained, that's what these calls are meant for. All right, y'all don't have no questions, man. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one short. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm gonna drop this on YouTube. Y'all can go back and watch it later, whatever. And tune in tomorrow at New York Open, same time, same place. And we're gonna see if we can't rock out tomorrow too. Peace out.